everyone, this is Sean, and welcome back to The Messenger. Today's message is for a kind of grief that can cut deeper than words can ever express. It's for the ones left behind after suicide, for the hearts that loved someone so deeply and still wonder if they could ever have done something, anything, to save them. A woman came to me not too long ago. She had lost her boyfriend, the very first person she had ever loved. She believed that they would get married one day. They had dreams, plans, and a future that felt so real. And then, everything changed with one missed call. At 2 a.m., he called. She was asleep. She never picked up. Shortly after, he overdosed and ended his life. She has carried that moment like a wound carved in her soul, replaying it over and over until she came to see me. If I had just answered, he'd still be here. If I had just stayed awake, I could have saved him. If I had loved him enough, he would have stayed. She blames herself for something she could never have controlled. When he came through in the session, the energy was heavy at first, not because he was in pain, but because of how much he still loved her, how much love he still felt for her. The first thing he said to me was, "Please tell her she's not to blame." He showed me his struggle, the deep, quiet battles that no one fully saw. He said, "I was in pain long before she missed that call. I loved her deeply, but I couldn't outrun the darkness I was carrying." He explained that in his mind, this was the only way out, not because she failed him, but because the pain inside him felt too big to live with. And then something beautiful happened. He gave me a song, their song, a song that played the night that they were together, the night they said, "I love you" for the first time. She knew it instantly when I shared the words. Her face softened, and the tears she had been holding back for years finally came. And he said, "That song is how I'll keep reminding you that I'm still with you. You were my light, but the pain was my own. This was never your fault." He also told her, "You have a purpose in this world. Please don't leave it behind because of me. You have work to do, love to give, light to bring." The lesson that came through this reading was so clear. When someone we love dies by suicide, the mind builds a prison out of what-ifs. We take responsibility for pain that was never ours to carry. We confuse their suffering with our failure. But their choice was born of their pain, not our worth. And the love that was shared doesn't end at death. It transforms. It becomes a thread that weaves between worlds, reaching us through songs, whispers, memories, and quiet, sweet moments. Here's a prayer for the ones who couldn't save them. Close your eyes, hand on heart, and take a deep breath. Dear heart, we see you. We see the weight that you've carried alone, the guilt that's lived in corners of your mind, the sleepless nights, the endless what-ifs. We see how much you loved them. We know that you would have answered that call if you could. We know that you would have changed everything if it meant saving them. but their pain was never your fault. Their struggle was not your failure. You were a light in their darkness, even if you couldn't take the darkness away. You were love. You still are. And even now, they walk with you in the music that plays at just the right moment, in the breeze that brushes against your cheek, in the way your heart remembers them without even trying. Let this prayer hold what your heart has carried for too long. May the guilt release its grip. May the love remain. May the story no longer end in blame, but in healing. You are still worthy of joy. You are still allowed to live. You are still allowed to love again. And they, on the other side, are not angry with you. They're not in grief. They're not sad. They're not lonely. They're not empty. They're not hurting. Not anymore. They never were. They are free. And they want the same freedom for you. Remember this always. Amen. And so it is. If this message spoke to you, please know you're not to blame. You're not alone. And love continues even after unthinkable loss. Thank you so much for letting me be the messenger for you today.